Hello friends, welcome to the Stanley Way. My name is Wes, and in today's video, we're going to check out these LED grill lights from Parts AM. So what we have here is a total of 8 lights that's made to be put into a grill. These are about 4 inches long, about 1 inch high. Each one of the cables for the lights are 11.5 feet long. Comes with a control box where you have your power button and a quick select directional buttons, custom defined light pattern, and with this button you can switch different flashing patterns. And of course the digital control box attaches straight to the controller, which has wires for every single light to control individually. Wiring is simple because it goes right into your regular 12-volt socket in the truck. All of the connections are either 2-wire, 4-wire connectors. Easy to do, no need for soldering or any type of wire cutting. Power cord goes into the 12-volt socket, plugs into the controller, just like that. It also comes with the hardware needed to mount every single light and to mount the control box. Now, as you saw in the unboxing, this kit comes with 8 LED lights like this, and they're designed to be put into the grill. They're surface mount, which means it's got screws, screw holes in the sides of the lights right here. You could actually drill holes in the grill, one in the middle for the wire, one on each side for the screws, screw them into the grill. It's got self-tapping screws for that. Or you could just drill holes and it actually has screws with nuts on the back side. That's what I used. But what I did is I didn't want to put any holes or anything permanent onto the vehicle. I went to Lowe's. I got a small sheet of aluminum sheet metal, cut it to size back here, put 3 holes in it, one for the mount screws, one for the wire in the back, and in this area right here, the grill, I simply sandwiched the light and the piece of sheet metal, the aluminum, in the back, sandwiched it together. Use the bolts that were included so that there's no marks, no holes, nothing permanent is done to the vehicle. Now it's 8 lights total. I wanted to put 2 up here along with the 2 on the bottom. The curvature of the grill in this particular truck didn't allow me to do that. I really didn't like the way it sat because the light is flat and the grill has a curve to it. Could have bought longer bolts, but I really didn't want to do that. So I just put 2 here, didn't put any more in the grill, and then I put 4 in the back window. Now this kit is not designed to have lights put anywhere else but on the grill of the truck. When I decided to put lights towards the back, I went out of the design aspects of the kit and I almost ran out of wire. I barely had enough wire to do it. But if you do it just for the grill in a truck this size, you should have plenty of wire to do whatever you need. Let's open up the hood, take a look inside. Now this truck is not very typical. It's got the grill is actually attached to the hood. It's going to cause you to have to run the wires a little bit different if you have a truck like this, but it's still doable. Here's the bracket on the back side of the grill. Simply put the bolts that were included in the kit with nuts through the sheet metal, where I drilled the holes in the sheet metal that I bought. Ran the wire straight up, and that hole was already in the grill. And I simply ran the wire all the way across to the other side. You can barely see it where the grill meets the hood. Then it meets the wire to the other light. And I put it under the hood insulation, all the way down behind there, and with enough slack coming down so the hood can open and close without an issue. Zip tied on that wiring harness and it won't go anywhere. Then for the rear lights, I simply made brackets out of the sheet metal, found some studs on the top of the cab in the back window, drilled holes for that, mounted them up there, drilled the holes just like I did in the pieces of sheet metal for the grill, mounted the lights to it, have them shining out the back window. Now I didn't want to cut the headliner to keep this truck stock. The only problem is, if you do it like this, you can have a little bit of the headliner sticking down, but if it ever gets to the point to where you want to take the lights out, you simply unbolt it, pull them down, and the headliner goes right back up to where it was stock. And these are very dark tinted windows. You can barely see the lights sticking out. When I put the brackets on there, I actually did it with a contour of the window instead of making them level. Made it a little bit easier to do, but if it bothers you, you could always level them up. Now the back window in this truck is tinted pretty dark, so it's going to take away some of the light. But even so, a lot of light still comes through, and I think these lights are really, really bright. Now operation of this is pretty easy. Reach down, put the power supply into the socket, and then I chose to keep the control board here. I didn't want to mount it anywhere on the dash. Just tell the owner it's going to be right there. If he wants it somewhere different, we can figure something out. Then you got your power button, that's steady on. You got all kind of settings that you can do. Directions, you got custom, ways that you can do the lights any way you want to do it. And that all depends on how you plug the lights in, how you've got them wired up, where you've got them mounted, and then all your other patterns. Just like the other light that I did, there are tons of patterns that you can do with these lights. Now this is a bright, sunshiny day in the south, and you can still see the light shining through a darkly tinted window. Now let's go through and show you a few of the patterns. Another option that this kit gives you is a different power cable. Now let's say you don't want to use the socket, you already got your cell phone charging up in there for whatever reason, maybe it doesn't work. It also comes with this power cord where you can wire it up yourself to a fuse connector somewhere, and then this end hooks right up to the kit for the light controller, gives you power. We don't have to use a 12-volt socket. Now this is a universal kit, which means when you go to put it on any vehicle, it's not going to be specifically for that vehicle, so it's not going to have the brackets and everything that you need just to do a simple bolt-on kit. You're going to have to do some kind of thinking, maybe even some fabrication, but even then, it's not too difficult. A light set like this gives you lots of options on where you can put the lights. Just like I said, this thing is designed for the grill. I put 4 lights in the back window, 2 lights here in the front, and I've got 2 lights as a spare. Well, once again, thank you for hanging out with me today. I appreciate all your love and support. Like and subscribe, tell your friends about the channel. And if you think you might want to try some of these lights out, give it a shot. Be a link in the description. Let me know in the comments what you think about this install. And as always, I hope you have a great day.